I have nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? I go ahead and do something crazy and cut my nose up and, bug out. Cut my nose up and,
Welcome back to the update, the place where we keep our listeners informed and involved. Today we're going to get into the demise of Mr. Tupac Shakur. May he rest in peace. The reason why I want to get into it because there's a lot of theories. It's a lot of, 20 plus years later, it's still a lot of speculation surrounding his death. I want to start off first by saying whatever happened, with the MGM fight, the Baby Lane stories, and all this other stuff, I think that's all. I don't even know how to put it, man. I think it was just all, strategically, placed so it can look like what it was, but it was something deeper because it was a lot of, if you will, I don't want to say clues, but it was a lot of stuff. And I know people that was there back in the days are listening like, oh, here we go again. But I mean, if you really look and listen, conspiracies come from somewhere. And I want the listeners tonight to, go look up the definition of conspiracy. Because when people think of conspiracy, 9 times out of 10, they thinking about, the far-fetched. And you can't say far-fetched, and you cannot say far-fetched because things that sounded far-fetched back in the days, which they would call a conspiracy, and today they're being proven to be factual by, NASA, court documents that regular people don't pay any attention to. But I'm getting off course here. I'm going to just get into it. Let go. First, I just want to start by saying his brother, I'm going to call him his brother, because even though he didn't really say it publicly, that's what Gaddafi moms, refer them to as. They known each other since they was younger. They got pictures together since they were younger up until both of their demise. And I find it funny that he was the only one that said that he saw the trigger man. He saw his whole face. And whenever he was, and that's another thing too, like, if he knew this, the cops knew he knew this, why did they wait so long to question him? And by the time that they questioned him, he passed away in October, a month after Tupac passed away. I find that, very crazy because I know it was a lot going on, but you want to get to the bottom of what is actually going on. So you're going to, interview the witnesses, interview whoever, you interviewing people that was on the other side of the car or in front of the car, or girls that was, trying to follow them that night. But you're not interviewing the person that said he saw it. And when it's time for him to come and talk to y'all, he is murdered in cold blood. Murder. And another thing too. I hope they don't. Another thing too though. You guys need to look up, how did Gaddafi die? Who was behind the murder of Gaddafi's death? And what happened? All that, and they did all that, and nothing happened. Nothing shook for them after that. They proved that they were snakes, and I'm assuming they were bribed with things. To this day, them guys are like Gaddafi's mom like Gaddafi's mom referred to them as, she calls them crows. She said crows are, the theory behind crows, and we all know what crows do. Crows feed off dead carcasses. She called them the crows because that's what they proven themselves to be. So I want y'all to look into his murder. And then I want to get into this whole Devon Clark theory. Now, I know, once again, this stuff seems far-fetched, but hey, roll with me. They say it's a picture, and they'll be coming across the screen right now. It's a picture with, it's an SUV, and it has luggage on top of the SUV, as if Pac is planning to escape or something. Like, we know how, okay, so you know how it is. Like, if you flew into town or whatever, you know what I'm saying, you gonna check into your room and you just gonna have everything in your room that you need. In the middle of the day, they were already settled in they were settled in already in LA. You know what I'm saying? Why in the world is it luggage on top of his truck, as if he was moving somewhere or something? And then a few guys, I don't want to mention them or whatever, because I don't rock with them like that, but guys were saying he was giving away his jewelry, he was giving away his clothing, he was giving away his cars. Why? I really want to know why. And then I know it's true because one of his rollies is getting passed around from them dudes to this day in the industry. That, you guys remember, Mike Epps got one of Tupac's Rolexes, and he got it from one of them guys. I'm not gonna say their names once again. I don't rock with them. If Yasmin don't rock with them, I'm a real diehard Tupac fan. I'm for all what he stood for. I feel him on everything that he spoke. And I was 3 when he you know what I'm saying, passed away. That's how much of an impact that guy had. But anyway, this Devon Clark thing. Now, even according to Wood Harris, and you guys can look this up on YouTube as well, Wood Harris acknowledged that there is a body double, a stunt double, a stunt double, listen, man, in Above the Rim. And this coming out Wood Harris's mouth on the Breakfast Club. And I never even paid it attention, and you can't pay it. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know. I never knew it until he said that shit on the Breakfast Club. And I'm like, what? And then you go back and you replay it, and you like, man, this man do look kind of, it looked like him, but he looked kind of slim. You know what I'm saying? So I did some research, and I found out that that guy name is Devon Clark, or Devon Clark, or it looks like it's spelled Devon, but Devon Clark. And it's like he passed away during the same time, and they're saying like it was the night of Tupac's demise. They were saying like it was a lot of Suge and Pac was doing a lot of popping in and popping out, like the death row niggas be having a sit down or whatever. They'll be talking, chilling, smoking or whatever, and then next thing you know, you see Suge and Pac over there in the corner like whispering amongst each other. And they was doing that shit all night that night. And it's like, what was y'all was discussing? They said Devon Clark passed away of AIDS back in 96, right? If you look at the pictures from the night that Tupac passed away, you see some pictures, the guy's slim as fuck. Some pictures, Pac's goatee is, you know what I'm saying, shaved or trimmed, and some pictures is a full on, you know what I'm saying, whole goatee or whatever. It's just a lot of different, you know what I'm saying, different looks of Pac that night. Like it was just a lot of different looks. You know what I'm saying? I got a few pictures, you know what I'm saying, that you guys can see and, you know what I'm saying, decide for yourselves. Another thing I want to get into. The detective that was assigned to either Biggie's or Tupac's case, one of their cases, I want to say he was assigned to Tupac's case. This man fought hard to get to the bottom of who murdered him. And he knew it wasn't just Baby Lane. He knew he was the trigger man, but he wanted to know who was the mastermind behind it. And the East Coast, West Coast rivalry thing really didn't, you know what I'm saying, help the situation, because that's another distraction that people can put it on. Russell Poole knew this. Russell Poole fought till, I want to say 2015. I'm going to put the correct information up. He fought all the way up until 2015 to figure out the answer. And in my opinion, this is my opinion only, because when he did find, I'm guessing, the facts, the actual facts of the case, he then went to the LAPD, showed them this information. He called for a meeting, showed them this information. Next thing you know, he dies right there in the LAPD station. You know what I'm saying? He dies right there of a brain aneurysm. Brain aneurysm. The other guy, I know he was on Biggie Small's case, Greg Caden. He is a part of, this is not facts. This is all my opinion. Don't do nothing. This is all my opinion. It's all my opinion. Can't fault me for that. This is my channel. It's my opinion. Greg Caden is a part of the whole cover-up thing, I feel like. He continues to put out the rebuttal side of both of Tupac Shakur and Biggie's, you know what I'm saying, murders or whatever. He puts out the rebuttals. He does the A&E. He's the one that's, you know what I'm saying, trying to say, oh, this solely him, that's all it was. It was East Coast, West Coast, blah, 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 whatever. Greg Caden is still here. This another thing. Big Frank Alexander, who was Tupac's bodyguard that same night. Yeah, the same one who also fought to, you know what I'm saying, went toe-to-toe to those guys, because he was one of the first ones that did a documentary, Before I Wait. I believe that's what it was. He was one of the first ones on it or started it. I know he wrote a book about it, I Got Your Back. He really did have Pac back, where he actually, you know what I'm saying, is telling the truth about them guys. Like, why would y'all have me with a superstar and tell me, why would y'all have me watching or bodyguarding or whatever a superstar, a mega superstar with no guns? Y'all tell me don't bring no guns. If I bring some guns, I'm going to get fired. That was weird. So he always went into depth. I believe he passed away recently as well. Frank Alexander. He suddenly passed due to a suicide. And I don't know the guy. I'm only basing this off of what I saw, off of what I read. I took him as a real prideful dude. You know what I'm saying? A real sane-minded person. I just didn't. I ain't go for that. It's just some other stuff, and all that stuff is a whole 360. Comes back full circle because of what's going on today. Whether it's the industry, the streets, whatever. All that shit. if you really sit back and think about it and put the pieces together, it all comes back in a full circle, a whole 360. Look at all these dead rappers and missing people. It was all a blueprint. I don't care what nobody says. The murders of Tupac and Biggie was the blueprint for them to... It was the blueprint to show them how to do shit, when to do it, how to distract people, how to, you know what I'm saying, throw people off. Use terminology that, you know what I'm saying, your average Joe wouldn't know anything about. Throw the people off. Put a distraction here. Put a distraction there. But I'm going to let y'all go. I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I want to see y'all comments. I want to know what y'all got to say. This the update, man. The place where we keep our listeners informed and involved.